Hello, in the second section of the presentation, certification is not bling-bling, is how we make production sing. So, the syllabus mirror the business. Like Nas said in his song Memory Lane, I rap for listener. This means you learn for the business. The certification are aligned with the business. So if you study for the certification, you will learn things that are necessary and useful for the business. They don't put things randomly in the certification syllabus. They put in it the things that are the most useful for company. So the translation is the value is not showing off knowledge. You are not there to say, I know everything about this technology. The value is serving the people who depend on the system, user, operator, clients, and teams. You are there to say, I know these things to provide you the best service and to know exactly what you need at the right moment. The Java certification styles domain. So obviously there is a lot of things in it, and the foundation behind production code are the ones that you will find in this certification. Language model, types, generic, records, seal, classes, pattern matching, which are obviously necessary to build an API with what is the most elegant in terms of language syntax. Then concurrency basics, thread, executor, feature, logs, visibility. These kind of things will help you if you have to deal with high volumetry of data and to build the right way of dealing with high volume of stream and high volume of exchange and things like a real-time system. Collection, stream, exception, I/O, module, localization. This kind of features is the one you need when you have to deal with specific topics. So you have to use this feature to have a code which will be readable and easy to maintain and with the right way so that you can provide a code of good quality. The exam prep is not about trivia. You don't study to say, okay, we can do a game and I will be able to answer all the questions. It is about being precise under constraint. So your production code has constraint. The programming language provides features to answer these constraints, and you are in the middle to try to match the right feature to the right constraints of the production. Spring certification style domains. So there is different kind of domain in certification, and this is for each use case. The production surface of a Spring Boot microservice, for example, the core domains, core container and configuration to know how you will create your beans and leverage the lazy loading and the CDI, the inversion of control and data access and transaction to be able to do transaction and say to be able to roll back when something in the middle is going wrong so that you don't pollute the data. MVC and REST APIs and validation to be able to build services that can check before going deeper and stop at the right moment and return to the user a message that is relevant to him or to her to help him or her to solve what was wrong in his request. And then you have also things expressively for the production. For example, testing strategy to be sure that when you deliver a new feature, you don't bring a new error or a new bad behavior in the application. Security default. For example, with Spring Boot, you just have to add the dependency and you will have some kind of magic to put everything about the security in the application. And then to be alerted by any issues, you have Spring Boot actuators, metric, health, and everything like this that you can bind to Datadog and other tools like this that will help you to be very aware of what is happening in your application anytime. And the last slide, from exam domain to business concern, the syllabus is a risk map in disguise. The thing is that this syllabus try to show you, like I said, that everything is bound to the business. You have the core, you have the data to manipulate data, transaction, web MVC to build pretty interfaces with a good way to interact with your application, testing to be sure, like when you do an application, you have unit tests, integration tests that can warn you when there is anything that is acting strangely. Security, because cybersecurity is one of the main issue in corporate world nowadays, and Spring Boot actuator to watch and to overwatch what is happening in your application. And the production concern runtime contract, consistency and rollback, API, stability and availability, regression protection. All these things were related to the topics I just said: default and authorization, operability and incident response. You see, everything is thought to be to answer a need of your business. So certification is not about saying I know this; is about to say I have the answer to answer your business constraint. So thank you very much, and don't forget, certification is not bling bling; is how we make production sing.